guys, welcome to my living room. Today I figured I'd do something a little bit more impromptu, a little bit more chill. Since it is the first day of the year, I thought we could just relax and chill out, and I have like a little announcement I want to tell you guys, and I figured I'd slap some makeup on my face while I talked so that it wouldn't be so boring. Currently, I'm in my living room. This behind me is my bar. We have this buffet from the 1800s that we use as our bar, so we keep all our liquor in here. And the wall above it, as you can see, is very decorated. I've been promising a house tour since we moved in over a year ago. The house still isn't ready yet, so that's why it hasn't happened yet. But hopefully this month, that's like my main goal for this month. You know what, let me start putting makeup on my face and then I can start talking. So I really am just gonna be playing with makeup today. That's why I don't film in the living room. I have a vague idea of what I'm gonna be doing. I just wanna really play with some new products that I've got. Also, doing my makeup with natural light is really different for me. I usually just use my ring light and that's it. So I'm not quite used to it. It's interesting. Anyway, so my main goal for this month is to get the house in order because I'm just tired of the house being the way it is. My dad shipped over all my like childhood things that were at his house. And so earlier not this year, last year. So roughly around the middle of last year, I got sent 62 boxes. And I went through some of them, but not all of them. And that's going to be my main goal for January because I can't stand having boxes in my house anymore. And that's actually, I have more than one announcement. So anyway, this is gonna be a video of just like little announcements or updates rather. So I think for the time being, I'm only gonna put out one video a week. I know that my goal was to put out 2 a week and I've been doing it. I've been even putting out 3 a week. And so I know that it's possible, I know I can do it, but it does take up a lot of my time and I really need to concentrate on my house right now. I have some stuff happening this month that I need my house to be in like perfect order. And so for the time being, I think I'm only gonna put out 1 video a week. So I'm still gonna be making content, just a little bit less of it. And I think that brings me on to my second announcement, I guess the main one. Whoa, I just dropped this. So regarding content, I've been thinking about doing something for literal years, and I kind of decided that now was the time. I don't know why, I just felt right. And as of today, I have a Patreon. And if you don't know what that is, it's a platform where it's basically like, you know how artists back in the day used to have patrons that basically funded their art. And so Patreon is the modern day patron system for artists. And so people are able to support their favorite artists directly. And my goal is to create exclusive content for Patreon. So my content here is not going anywhere, even though I said I'm only gonna post once a week. But I'll be back to twice a week eventually. I'm still gonna be posting content on here. That's not changing. What I am doing though is on Patreon, I'm gonna have extra content. I'm going to focus more on the technical and professional side of makeup. So what I've found through my years of being on YouTube and watching YouTube, I find that nowadays people come onto YouTube mostly for entertainment. Whereas 10 years ago, which is when I was watching a lot of YouTube, people would go onto YouTube for tutorials, right? And that was the main goal, I think, on YouTube was to learn and to teach. And now it's a lot of just entertainment. So that's why, for example, get ready with me videos that are chatty are a lot more popular than a straight up tutorial. But I know that a lot of people still want to learn and still want tutorials, and I love teaching. Like, you guys know that I try to make my videos as like educational as possible. I think because I started watching YouTube 10 years ago, and that's what I liked watching, and I was always so appreciative of people creating essentially these like free online classes. And because that's how I see like YouTube tutorials, they're classes and they're free and anyone can watch them, anyone can learn. I've always loved that side about YouTube, but now there's so many issues on this platform. And I think it all started when YouTube started demonetizing videos left and right. So a lot of channels were really affected by it, especially people like, for example, in the makeup community who do special effects. Like all that type of like gore and all that stuff got demonetized, which I think is super, super unfair, and just, I could rant forever about that. And then there's also like YouTube algorithms and having to make your videos appeal to a broader audience. Otherwise, YouTube doesn't really push them out. And so I find that YouTube has become kind of like a very constricting platform. And I still want to be able to teach, and I still want to give you guys the content you want to see. But I feel like it takes up so much time out of my life that honestly, like I can't do it if YouTube is either going to demonetize me or, you know, I have to make a living. Like, honestly, I have to make a living. Every artist deserves to make a living. I think it's bullshit when people say like, oh, artists should get real jobs. It's like, no, art is a real job. Like, it's a job. Therefore, it is real. Every artist needs to make a living, and Patreon gives artists a platform to do that. And so, as I said, YouTube, I'm going to keep making content for it, but it's going to be the content that YouTube wants to see, which is like the chatty get ready with me's, product reviews, and things like that, which you guys are already used to seeing on YouTube. But for the people that want to learn, like actually learn, I'm creating Patreon. And I'm approaching it in a way that I'm treating Patreon. Oh no, I just used the wrong concealer. I'm distracted talking. Whoops. I'm approaching Patreon as a place for like web classes, if that makes any sense. So my Patreon is going to be a place where you can go and you can learn. And if you're not familiar with the Patreon system, it's kind of like, if you know Kickstarter, there's different tiers, different levels that you can join at. And so basically every level gives you different rewards. And so far what I've got on my Patreon is you'll have access to behind the scenes, my thought process, my sketches. I'll probably upload previews on there. You guys can like vote on what I do. And then there's tiers where like there's private chat rooms for us. And the top tier is where you can be my apprentice. And what I've done with that is that every month you can have a one-on-one lesson with me via Skype about anything creative. So it could be makeup, it could be video production, it could be photography, it could be photo editing, video editing, literally any subject you want to tackle. And so that's the top tier. And then there's, and I forgot to mention that there will be the access to the exclusive Patreon videos. So that's like one of the lowest tiers. You'll have access to all my Patreon exclusive videos. And you guys will be able to choose what you want to watch, because I am creating this content for you specifically. I'm not trying to target some imaginary audience on YouTube. So if you're a part of Patreon, you can literally say, I want a video on this, and I'll go and make it, because I'll be making videos focused on you. I've talked to some of you guys and you guys seem to like the idea. So I'm testing it out. I figured I'd launch it on the first day of the year, kind of as like my new year thing. So yeah, that's available right now. I haven't created my first video for Patreon yet, but I will. It'll be coming later this month. I just figured I'd launch the page and tell you guys about it. And also Patreon is really cool because you can directly influence the quality of my videos. So I know that a lot of you like all my videos that I did during the Face Awards. They were all super elaborate videos. If you guys are new and don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my older videos from the Face Awards. I participated twice in the American Face Awards, and these videos were like next level. They were almost like short films, and a lot of people have been requesting those, but those take a lot of money to make. So they take a lot of funding, they take a lot of time. I need an actual crew. I need someone to work the camera. So it takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and I can't do that while trying to juggle 2 weekly videos plus my job. I'm a makeup artist, and there's no way for me to get funding otherwise to create those videos. So if that is something that you guys want me to bring back, I need a way to fund those videos. So basically Patreon is a place where we can just create art. That's essentially what it is. It's like if you really like an artist and you want them to continue making art, you go on their Patreon and you're like, hey, I want you to keep making art. Here's like $2 or, you know, stuff like that. Like Amanda Palmer is a huge example. Like I love her. And she has one of the most successful Patreons. And her patrons have created so much stuff together, like albums, videos, stuff like that. And it's all basically like a community, and the artists get to create with the help of their supporters. So I'm all for it. It's a system that has always existed since the dawn of time. I'm gonna keep putting makeup on my face because now I'm just rambling. Also, totally random, I just showered, so my hair's still wet. That's why it looks a little bit funky, but it'll get there. It'll get there. So yeah, I love Patreon. I think it's a really cool platform. A lot of artists use it in different ways. Like some people just use it as a tip jar. Like that's especially common for musicians. They'll just have Patreon there as kind of like a tip jar. And so they only offer like a $1 option or a $2 option, but they don't produce like exclusive content or anything. It just sits there as a tip jar. Other artists like me, I'm trying to actually use it as a platform that allows me to create more art. So yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. I'm like really excited about it. As I said, I love teaching. Like I want to teach, so I want to have a platform where I can do that. I think that'll be really nice to have. And I have like the different rewards set up on there, and those can always be changed. It's like if you guys don't like something, I can always change it. Like as I said, this is catered towards you and towards the patrons. So it's all a conversation. And speaking of conversations, recently I created a Discord server. And if you don't know what that is, it's something that's used a lot between gamers. It's basically like a private chat room. So I have my little chat room and it's divided in like topics. So there's like a general chat room, there's a product recommendation chat room, there's a feedback one, there's a show and tell, there's one where we talk about food, one where we talk about fitness, and there's just a bit of everything, but it's free. You can either use the desktop version like on your internet browser, or there's also an app for it. It has been a lot of fun. We've got over, I think, 120 people right now at this point. I've been active on it every day since I created it. There's a lot of like regulars on there. Some people just stay and read, and others are really, really active. But yeah, that's been a lot of fun. So if you want to join this like little beauty community that we've got going on, the link is going to be down below. And I'm going to be tying Patreon in with Discord, so I'm going to have like a Patreon exclusive chat room as well as the regular Discord chat room, but there is going to be like a patron only one, so I think that should be really fun. So far, because of that chat room, we've gotten already so many like product recommendations and exchanging tips and tricks and stuff like that. It's been really, really fun, honestly. I'm like really glad I created it. So that's something new that I've been up to. Ah! Whoops. I'm gonna go for a very pink look today. Very dewy, very kind of blown out, because I never do that kind of stuff. So examples of videos I want to make for my Patreon. I want to get into like specific techniques that you guys have difficulty with. And I know that not all of you are professional makeup artists, so I'm not going to make it like how to be a professional makeup artist, but I will have that kind of stuff in there as well, like showing you what's in my professional kit, showing you all that kind of stuff. Anything that involves a more professional or technical knowledge to it, I'm gonna put up on my Patreon. And then because I know not all of you are working makeup artists, I am gonna have the technique focused videos as well. So as of right now, I'm planning on doing one video a month. That might increase depending on like how many people are a part of my Patreon. It will all depend. Nothing's set in stone, you know what I mean? So I could eventually be making like 2 videos a month or more for Patreon. I think there's a lot of possibilities with that platform, and I'm really excited to explore them because I just want to create. Like I just want to make art, and anything that enables that, I am all for. What else is new? Oh, I'm gonna be at IMATS this year with Cinema Makeup School, which is kind of mind-blowing to me because I've always wanted to study there, and I'm going to get to next month. I'm gonna take a little class there, but they reached out to me and they were like, hey, we really like your work. do you want to do a demo at IMATS? And I was like, yes. So that's happening. I'm going to be doing my demo on Sunday, the 13th. So if you're at IMATS, come to the Cinema Makeup School booth, come say hi, because that's going to be awesome. I don't know, do you guys want to see like footage of that? I'm definitely going to be like showing it in my Instagram stories, but would you guys want to see like a vlog about that or something? I don't know. Let me know. Okay, so the reason I don't like doing my makeup in sunlight is because it shows like every single little imperfection that you have. With a ring light, it just kind of flattens everything and it makes your skin look a lot better than it actually is. That's why they're so popular, because they're a very flattering type of light. I feel with sunlight, it's just very like, I can see every single little pore. And so I usually don't like my makeup whenever I do it in sunlight. But I'm gonna have to learn to live with it, I guess. Or learn to love it. I don't know. Oh, I forgot I was gonna dye my hair today. I was gonna touch up the gray. I totally forgot. Oh well. There's one product I'm gonna talk about in this video. That's because I've been dying to try it out. And it's brand spanking new. I haven't even opened the packaging. It is the Rituel de Fille Alchemist Highlight Intensifier. And it comes in this pretty little package right here. I got this at Friends Beauty. I think they're the only or one of the only physical stores that carry Rituel de Fille. And if you're a pro, you get a discount there. So just saying. Same with Melt. They sell Melt. And if you're a pro, you get a discount. So let me open this up. I'm very excited because this, I don't know if you've seen this product. It's very unique. In this little package, it comes with samples of all their other highlighters, which I've been dying to try out too. So, ooh. Oh, so these, oh, it smells so good. All their products smell like herbs and like lavender or something. I don't know. It just smells so good. So this is the sample of their highlighters. We've got way more than I thought there would be in here. Lunaris, Solaris, Ghostlight, Phosphine, Stellaris, and Anthelion? I don't know how to pronounce that. And then we've got the actual Alchemist highlighter itself. My tea's getting cold. This is probably the cutest Star Wars mug you will ever see in your life. These are little at-ats with little hearts. I really like this mug. And it's like the size of my head, so. This is the Alchemist highlighter. Let's open this bad boy up. I don't know, can you even, it probably just looks white on camera. It's, how do I explain this? It's got like, almost like swirls of shimmer in it, and I'm very excited to try this. So, let's do this. I've zoomed you in for this, because why not? And you can almost see, oh, she's hidden by the candles. I've got an original piece by Zoe Milk, and I love her, and I got this piece at San Diego Comic-Con. She usually does oil paintings, but I got this little ink painting from her, and I still haven't framed it, as you can see, but she sits back here. Adam and I really like collecting art, and we're making a conscious effort to not buy prints anymore. We're trying to buy just original pieces. I own way too many prints, and that's why we're trying to support artists by buying originals and really just build our own little collection. I basically spend my money on art at any chance I have. I always try to buy like handmade stuff, unique pieces and stuff like that. So yeah, I think being an artist makes me want to help other artists. So whenever I go to like Comic Cons and stuff, I always spend all my money in the artist alley. Like literally my entire budget goes into the artist alley. I went to San Diego Comic Con and I didn't know that Zoe was gonna be there. And when I saw her, I like freaked out. And then I saw that she was doing like little ink paintings, and it was like very competitive to try to get a piece. I had to wait a few hours like standing there to get my name kind of in line to get a piece. So anyway, now I'm just rambling. But yeah, we like art. We support artists in this house. So I think, I don't know which one I want to try. I want to use one of the regular ones under the Alchemist. I'm going to try Phosphine just because it looks very pink. Ooh, that's really pretty. I feel like this would be really pretty on like a bride or something. I don't know, that's the vibe I'm getting from this highlighter, is very bridal. I think I'm gonna put that on my lid too, on my brow bone, which I forgot to shave. If you don't know, I shave half my eyebrows off. and then bleach whatever's left there. I'm going to try to apply that to my inner corner. I would normally use my pinky for this, but my nails are super long. Oh, that's what I was gonna do getting out of the shower, and I forgot. I was gonna cut my nails. I have to do it when I get out of the shower, otherwise I can't do it because my nails are so hard. Like, people usually have the issue of their nails being brittle. Mine, like, you can't fold this. Like, my nails are so hard. I think I'm actually gonna go grab another product by them that I left in my workstation because I thought I wouldn't need it, but I kind of want to use it right now. Okay, so I've grabbed their Inner Glow cream pigment in the color Desire, and it's this really cool mauve tone. Ooh, I really have to warm that up. It's really cold in LA right now. If you haven't noticed, I'm drinking tea. I've got this wrapped around me. It's really cold here right now. It's like we're having an actual winter. It's really weird. Kind of using this to contour a bit, even though it's very much like a blush color. I'm contouring with blushes, I guess. And apply that in my outer corner. I've just been really into using like all cream colors at the moment, as you guys can probably tell. I don't know, I just find that they're really fun to play with. They apply beautifully on the skin. Like, I used to be that type of person, which I know most of you are, that whenever I'd see someone using a cream product, I'd be like, ugh, what, why? Like, that's gonna slip off. And I used to like not understand cream blushes. I was like, why do they even exist? And now, if I had to choose like favorite product, ride or die product, it would probably be a cream blush. I don't know, man. I don't know, this getting old thing, like, you don't expect it, and then it just like creeps up on you, and suddenly you're liking all the things that you used to be like, what? I don't know. I just think, to me, there's like no competition between a skin that's done fully with cream products and then a skin that's fully matte. I will always choose the fully cream any day. It just looks so gorgeous. I really like that. I'm looking really rosy. I wasn't gonna, but I'm gonna grab my Pat McGrath palette. I wasn't gonna, but I'm gonna do it. I know that I literally just came out with a video using this palette, but I'm playing with makeup today, so I just want to play. I want to use a color that I haven't used yet. I think I want to use this pink, so don't judge me, okay? I know that a lot of you like this palette too, so figured you wouldn't judge me. I'm gonna put that all over my lids. Oh, that is so pretty. It is very glittery. What else? I've kind of run out of subjects to talk about, I think. All right, I guess let's talk about the new year, since that is, you know, the thing right now. Am I even making sense? I'm also gonna use a little bit of this darker color. I knew I wasn't gonna talk about the product, sorry. Anyway, the new year. Everyone always makes like resolutions. I was actually reading an article about this the other day, saying how resolutions are destined to fail and you shouldn't make resolutions, you should make reminders. So instead of being like, I'm going to drink X amount of water, I'm going to work out every single day. If you set it as a resolution, it's kind of like a rule that you have to follow. And if you forget to do it, you've pretty much failed. And so if your resolution is to like work out every day and eat right and whatever, the moment you don't do that, it's kind of as if you failed. And so a lot of people end up giving up on their resolutions. And if instead of a resolution, you set up reminders where you remind yourself to drink more water, to work out more, to eat better, it kind of becomes something where if you don't do it, it's fine, just remind yourself to do more of that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? That's how I'm tackling 2019, is I'm going to try to remind myself of the things that I want to do, and I don't know, just go from there. Okay, now I think it's time to go in with The Alchemist, and I'm just gonna go for it. Ooh, it feels a lot smoother than their other products. It's basically a topper for your highlighters. I don't even know how to explain this. It's got like little chunks of shimmer. Ooh, the way they advertise this product is it's a highlighter for your highlighter. Basically, it's a glossy topper that has like little chunks of shimmer running through it, but it's colorless, so it just like intensifies whatever highlighter you have underneath. Oh, that's pretty. And I was thinking about putting a gloss on my face, but I don't even think I need it with this. I'm gonna put that. Ooh, that's quite a bit. That is really glossy. Wow. Is this my new best friend? Probably. My hair still isn't dry. Ugh. So it's still in front of my face. Like when it dries completely, the curls shrink up a little bit more, and so they're just right out of my line of sight. I feel like it's lifting up the product that's underneath though. Maybe? Or it's just the way the light is hitting it that's making me think that. I basically just want to look like I'm sweaty and oily and wet. That's the goal for this look. I'm also going to apply some on my eyelid. Oh, this is interesting. I feel like I want to play with this product a lot so I can get used to what it does. Definitely looks sweaty, but it's like sweaty, but make it fashion. If you haven't watched me really playing with the Pat McGrath palette, I've done 2 videos on it so far. I'll link them down below for you. Don't really know what to do for lips. Okay, so to make this video not be an hour long, I tried a gloss and then I tried a lip pencil, which I didn't like. Now I'm moving on to MAC Subculture. Hopefully I'll like this one. That's like a spot-on match for my lip color. Wow. I don't know that I've ever used this one before. Actually, who am I kidding? I haven't used this one before. I never use lip liners. I feel like I need a little bit of darkness though too. So I'll just use this as the base. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Mauve lip pencil. There we go. That just gives me a little bit of darkness. So as you can see, I'm just concentrating on like the outer corners because that makes your lips look a little bit fuller. Now time for a gloss. Am I even in focus? It's funny how like a lip like this for most people is super normal and like day to day, like a nude lip with a gloss. I always associate this kind of lip with this kind of like glowy ethereal look. Like I never wear a nude lip. So to me, it's just funny that I only do this for this type of look. I don't know why that's funny to me, but I don't consider this normal is what I'm trying to say. And normality just depends on your perspective. Why am I going so deep with this? I don't know. And I think I'm gonna pop on another gloss on top. Wonder if I can put the Alchemist on my lips as well. I probably could before the gloss. Let's see. Kind of. I think that's the look almost done. I just need to line my waterline and do my lashes. And I think I've ran out of things to talk about. So I'm gonna go do that off camera and I'll be back to show you guys the finished thing. And this is the finished look. I really, really like it. It changes a lot depending on the lighting you're in. Like I went to the bathroom and it looks totally different there. And I don't know, I just think this is really, really nice and pretty, and it's fun to experiment with products and just play around. And sometimes I miss doing that. So I think today was like a fun little opportunity for me to do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different. I hope I was able to explain what Patreon was. It's kind of, I feel like it's hard to explain what it is, but I hope you guys get what I was trying to say. I also wanted to ask you guys, have you guys ever used Patreon? Have you ever supported any artists on there? What are your thoughts on Patreon? What do you think? Because I think it's an awesome platform. I know they've had their issues in the past where they made some changes without consulting any of the artists and it affected the artists negatively, but I think they are trying to make changes in the right direction now. I think that's kind of in the past, or I hope that's in the past. I think they're listening to the artists a lot more now. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. And I hope you guys had a great New Year's Eve, and I really hope that this year is going to kick ass for all of us. I think we're gonna do pretty good this year. I've got a feeling that all of us are gonna do real well this year. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to drinking some more tea, and I'll let you go on with your day. and I will see you next time. Bye.